This is from the Patty Corner. I'm Patty Diana, and today I have LT Smash Nelson here with me. He is the Backyard Brawl champion, super middleweight champion. Welcome to the Patty Corner.
How you doing? Nice to see you.
Good, nice to see you too. And I have James Connelly here with me, and he is the challenger from the UK. And they have their most highly anticipated rematch on January 11th at Backyard Brawl Extreme 35. Welcome, James.
Nice to be here. Pleasure.
Nice to have you guys here. I know there's like a crazy time difference from where we're all at, so I appreciate you guys for making it. But yeah, so since you are the champ, LT, I'm going to start with you. How do you feel like you've evolved since your first match?
Just like I've said, I've even told James this in person. Like that first fight, changed everything for me about bare knuckle boxing and the way of me getting better and improving and learning all these things that I had to do to step up my game as well and compete at the top level. You know what I'm saying? So like I've always said, big up to James. You know what I mean? Him and I going through that war. Not only did we get a coveted fight that people will remember forever and be in the Hall of Fame and whatnot, but and made the fans scream and love it. You know what I mean? More than anything, but it helped me go back to the drawing board and actually put some new things in line and become a better LT Smash.
I love it. And James, how do you feel like you can get the definitive win and take the belt from him?
The thing is, what I look at this training camp with me and LTs. Remember, but our last fight, I was training for Desmond Green. I was for 8 weeks, which is a southpaw that tries to box. 3 weeks before, I get LT, who's an orthodox, and come and try and take your head off. But now I've had will be 11-week camp for me. So I've done 11 weeks concentrating on LT. You know what I mean? And really, I think that will be more. But I'll just do better. I'll be better because obviously I'm concentrating on one person for the 11 weeks instead of obviously just for the 3. Like,
do you feel like the flight is going to have an effect on you?
the flight.
Yeah, like the time difference and the jet lag and stuff.
Listen, I'm a sort of person. I train that much. I'm running at 2 o'clock in the morning, and sometimes I can't sleep properly and stuff like that. So just being that, I usually wake up at night time. I do for some reason. You know, I'm like a nocturnal guy, but I've done it. I've done it twice before. You know, this will be my 3rd time fighting in America. So and I never had a problem before. You know, I'm there. I'll fly out on the 2nd of January. So I've got a good 10 days to be out there before I do anything, you know. So and my last fight, I was only out there 5 days before. So I'll be prepared. I'll be prepared.
So and you have enough time to. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
If you're a real fighter, Diane, yeah, you fight anywhere, mate. And I mean, you can wake LT up in the morning, man, and you'll have a fight with you.
But, okay, so it sounds like you have enough time to like adapt anyway too, because you'll be here for 10 days. But LT, so I guess on social media there was a lot of chatter, and there's a lot of James fans that seem to think that he won over you and you want to shut them up. How do you feel like you can get the definitive win this time?
Just go back. We've gone to the drawing board and adjusted our game, and we've been doing a lot of things behind the scene. Coach Leo Perucci and I, and we're grinding. James is a dangerous ass fool, man. He brings a fight. It's going to be a war. We know we're going to go into the trenches and we're going to have to dig deep, but we're ready for that. We prepare for that behind the scenes. I know James Connelly does Connelly does the same thing. It's gonna be a fight for the ages. It's like every one of my fights, every one of James's fights, and especially when we put both of us together, it's gonna be a war, man. And it's the 2nd time around now. Damn, we've all adjusted, we've all improved, we've seen what we've had before, and now we're bringing something new to the table and trying to surprise each other with something different. It's gonna be insane. It's gonna be crazy. There's gonna be blood. There's gonna be war. There's gonna be people screaming our names. That's what's up.
I love it. I love the energy. And your first fight, you guys got Fight of the Year. And I feel like BYB is starting the year off with a bang. And I expect another Fight of the Year. What are the chances of that happening?
I think probably like 100%.
Hopefully not, Diane. What did I want of me? They just want don't have no hands. Let's have it right. But with all due respect, you know what I mean? Like, The last fight, look what he done. Like that last fight got us ready for this fight. You know, if LT would have ran through me in a round, we wouldn't even be here right now. You know, he would have went his way, and I would have been winning the distance. But it was that first fight that really set up this second fight. You know, so yeah. I can't wait for it. I can't. Just like he can't wait when that bell goes and we have to fight. We don't care. This all just we have to do anyway. But the fight, I love the fight. I can't, and I know what it's going to be like, and I'm just anticipating what it's going to be like. You know, I remember the last fight as well. The times that I was in there and certain things, and I've brought myself back to that and put myself in the same positions in training camp. You know, listen, it's a high level bare knuckle fight. This is between two people that never give up, never give up in the ring. We don't go down on one knee and waver. We go and we fight, and a high level fitness as well. It's a great matchup. And I said today, because I've done a promo today with BYB at my gym, I said it's not about LT. You know, it's not. It's the belts. It's because he's number one. That's it. And you know, the more I've got to know the guy, the more he's like my pal. You know what I mean? Like, but we have to fight each other because where we are in the sport. You know, so this is going to be a proper fight. This is two high level bare knuckle fighters going at it. This is and I can't wait.
Just like I always say, it's like jumping off a huge ass cliff into some cold ass water. But you never jumped off of it. You never jumped off the cliff before, and all these fools around that never jumped off of it say that there's nothing. You know, they say it's deep. They say it's not too cold. All this stuff, but you just have to trust them, and you just go off of belief in yourself or belief in whatever, and it's just like an adrenaline thrill ride that you get to go on. It's just like that unknown. That's that adrenaline that we have. You know what I'm saying? It's an unknown bit, but we're prepared for everything. It's like it's amazing. That's, you know, I know he does, and I know I do. We live for that. Live for it.
LT, what are the chances that you think this ends in a draw again?
Shit, that ain't happening. You know, I know James don't think that's happening, and I don't believe that happened 100%. You know what I'm saying? Someone's gonna go out this time. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's gonna happen. And if it doesn't, if one of us don't go out, then just like James says, we don't back out, we don't do anything, then it is gonna be another fight of the year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then James, if you win, would you be open to giving him a trilogy?
Oh, I love fighting him, man. Hopefully I can just get away from him after this fight, you know. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I don't let LT go and fight something. Listen, as I said, I don't care whether LT wasn't fighting me or not. If he was fighting, I'd still be interested in watching this fight, you know what I mean? So listen, he's a tough, hard man. And he don't know when to quit, you know what I mean? So I don't know. Let's see how the second fight is first, and then we'll start talking about injuries already. We haven't even got the second one out the way so far, you know what I mean? But we'll see.
Okay, and James, I just have to ask you. So, in the first fight, you kind of fell out of the Trigon. What are the chances that happens again?
I don't know. Do you know what I actually done in that when I went fell out? I tried to put my gum shield come out of my mouth, and I remember the referee saying before, he's gone, if your gum shield comes out of the mouth, you're not allowed to put it back in straight away. You have to carry on the round. My gum shield's come out, spat out, and I'm trying to grab. Well, I managed to grab it. I grabbed it while I was holding out. I remember it. Put it back in my mouth. But yeah, as I say, it's the smallest fighting combat service in the world, isn't it? You know what I mean? Like, Jesus Christ, and we had me and him having a fight in there, so I'll fall out the ring for it. Don't worry about it. I'll take that.
Okay, and then LT, I just have to ask you because, you know, I've seen bare knuckle and like the bare knuckle championship, and it's in like a ring, and you know, MMA is in an octagon, boxing's in a square ring. How much different is it fighting in a Trigon?
Yeah, I don't know about the difference. I feel like it might like look a lot different from the outsides and whatnot. And maybe there's not as much room for people to run around like a big circle or something that they have out there. But I think once you get in there, you see the ropes, you see the person in front of you, the ref. You know, it's similar to any kind of fighting that you do, and it's just about, you know, just like I've always said, if you got good footwork and movement, you can move around a phone booth. You know what I'm saying? You can move anywhere. Just
but you're still gonna have to fight in there. You know, you can do all this movement you want, but you're still gonna have to fight. But I think the Trigon separates. There's not one bare knuckle in the whole world that does 3-minute rounds. Yeah. You know, we do 3-minute rounds. You know, and then we also fight in the smallest fighting combat service, a triangle. Whereas you've got the other promotions out there, 2-minute rounds, in a circle, they're in a square. Well, this is a separation, this Trigon. It separates, I wouldn't say the men from the boys, but it can really, You want to go in deep waters? Have a fight in the Trigon, and don't come and speak to me about bare knuckle if you've not had a fight in that Trigon on 3-minute rounds. You know, so that's what I do. Look at it.
Hey,
Okay, so
half these people getting tired in like the first minute too. All these fights I see, I'm all like, what, man? What are these people doing? Like, we live this. We live this.
They ain't doing them Tabata workouts. That's why.
Yeah, you know.
Do a couple of them, and you won't be getting tired in the first. Don't worry about that.
Okay, so James, is it like more difficult in like being in the triangle because there's corners to like get out of them? You know, where
I've never looked at it. I remember hearing about it, smallies, and I seen it on TV and thought, what is that they're fighting? Because it looks really small on TV. When I got to America and I looked at the actual Trigon, I thought it was pretty big in here. So I don't think to myself, right, I've got to try. They've actually put a Trigon in my gym now. I'm the only one. I'm the only gym in Europe that's got a Trigon in my gym.
Really?
I've got the one that LT fought Barry in. Remember you fought? I've still got your blood on my canvas, LT. It's in my gym. We're never washing that canvas. That's staying there, mate. You know what I mean? But we've actually got it in there. But I've never ever thought to. I never think to myself, "Oh, I need to get out of this corner this way." You're having a fight, and when the bell goes and you're on autopilot, you don't start thinking about this rope, that rope, and this deep corner and that. You just got to fight. So I think it make it be more difficult for yourself if you start thinking this, that, and this inch here and that inch there. I think you go in there and you try your best to win the fight. You know what I mean? And then after the first fight, it's going to very separate you whether you want to do it again or not. You know. So and obviously me and LT are the people that has wanted to do it again. So I mean, I don't have to do all that thinking about corners and stuff, to be honest.
Yeah, I love it. I can't wait. I'm going to be watching. The first one was so insane. But LT, what are your final thoughts going into this rematch?
Final thought. I mean, I'm prepared like always, and I'm grinding hard, working hard, and I'm confident, positive. It's an awesome time. Get to spend Christmas before with my family, and then and get to throw down and do what I love more than anything in this world. So it's like it's just the world's blessing me. I'm grateful for everything. I'm grateful for James doing the rematch with me. Throwing down. He doesn't. We don't have to fight each other. We don't have to do this. We don't have to do that. We choose to do this because we're G's, man. We've been here in the game, and we're down to fight any human in the world, even if it's someone that we respect and whatnot, or we're friends with. And then afterwards, we'll shake each other's hands and say what's up and do whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just feeling grateful for everything, and I'm super blessed. And that first fight with James helped me create an even bigger monster, and I can't wait to showcase my newfound skills and just keep on moving forward in this fight game and keep on reaching for higher heights, whatever you want to say about it.
I love it. James, what are your final thoughts going into this rematch?
I've had a brutal camp, I have, you know what I mean? Like, I've died a few times in this camp, you know what I mean? Like, because I know what I'm going up against, you know what I mean? Like, that's it with this filter fight. That's why I say a high level. People out there looking from the outside, they can think what they want. This is a high level bare knuckle fight, and that's why we're the top of the game. That's the reason why we end up fighting each other again. Not because we hate each other, not because of animosity, it's not even really because of the first fight. It's because where we are, the positions we're in. I'm number one contender, and he's a champion. Yeah, I can't wait for a great fight, but as soon as I start hitting down in America, it's fight mode for me. You know what I mean? And afterwards, when that last bell goes, whatever happens, I'm going to go up to him, I'm going to hug him, and we're going to be pals again. And that's it. You know what I mean? And that's how it works. People like us, I don't need to be animosity and all that. But when I land in America, it's fight mode for me. And I've got to stop a man trying to disfigure my face. You know what I mean? Like, I've got to stop a man trying to put his hands on me. That's how I look at it. So I'm going over to America to defend myself at the end of the day. So when I look at it, and with all respect as well, and I'd say when I started this sport, this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to be in high level fights. Look, this is mate. 2 years ago, I wasn't even allowed in America through criminal crimes and stuff like that. Oh man, over the last year I've been here. Just over a year. This is my third time fighting here, and this is my fourth time going. I'm living dreams, you know what I mean? Like, I know it's not. I always wanted to be a world championship boxer. You said. You know what I mean? But obviously, I missed the boat on that with going to prison and stuff. But grabbing this at 31 now and stuff like that, I'm grateful and I put everything into it, So yeah, I can't wait for the fight, to be honest with you. And I like to say, the fans are going to enjoy it, but trust me, this is going to be an old school fight.
Yeah.
Yes, the real winners of this fight
are
the fans.
We have to go and try and smash each other up to pieces to make everyone else happy. I'm glad I do get paid for it. You know what I mean? Jesus.
All right. Well, I just want to say thank you both so much for being here, and I cannot wait for this rematch, and I'm sure the rest of the fans can't wait as well. I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, enjoy the time with your loved ones, and we'll see you guys in the Trigon on January 11th.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Diana. LT, have a nice Christmas and New
too.
Year, and I'll see you
James,
night. Right.
James, Diana, have a great Christmas. Have a good Christmas. All the fans out there, Merry Christmas, you and the family. Yeah.